Hello everyone and welcome back to Live English. I'm really happy you're here with me today. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this episode with your friends and family. And stay with me until the end. I have a small but powerful exercise that will help you improve your English right away. Alright, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt completely out of place? Somewhere unfamiliar, where you didn't understand anything? Where no one spoke your language, and you had to figure things out on your own? Well, this is the story of someone who did, and the only thing that helped him was English. Let me tell you the story of Adam. Adam was 24, fresh out of university, smart, adventurous, a little naive, like many of us are at that age. After graduating, he decided to take a solo backpacking trip across Europe. Just him, his camera, a not-so-reliable phone, and his limited English skills. He wasn't confident in English. In fact, he hated English in school, but he always dreamed of seeing the world. So he saved up for months, planned a route, booked a few hostels, and got on a plane. His first stop, Hungary. Adam had seen photos of old castles, markets, and beautiful hills. He wanted to experience something different, and Hungary was different. The first few days were magical. He wandered through Budapest, took hundreds of pictures, ate local food, and tried to speak to strangers using hand gestures and basic English. He had no guide, no translator, just his instincts, and Google Translate. On the third day, he decided to explore a small village in the countryside. He liked quiet places, the kind that weren't full of tourists. He boarded a local bus without understanding a word on the schedule. He pointed at a random village on the map, smiled at the driver, and said, "Here, please." The driver nodded. After about an hour, the bus dropped him off in a small, silent town. It looked peaceful, almost too peaceful. Narrow streets, old brick houses, a church bell ringing in the distance. Adam walked, took photos, bought a pastry from a little bakery. All was good, until the clouds rolled in. At first it was just wind, then rain, then thunder. Heavy, violent rain came down from the sky. Adam ran to find shelter under a tree. As he pulled out his phone to check directions, it slipped, fell into a puddle, and stopped working, dead. No battery, no map, no idea where he was. He tried asking people, but no one understood him. He didn't speak Hungarian, and the villagers didn't speak Arabic or French, his two native languages. He started to panic. The wind blew harder. The streets emptied. He had no umbrella, no signal, no charger, no hotel reservation. He hadn't written down the address. He hadn't prepared for this. He felt completely alone. Then he saw a small light, a little shop still open. He ran toward it. It was a bakery. Inside, an old woman stood behind the counter. She looked surprised to see a soaked traveler walk in. Adam looked at her and tried. "My phone is broken. I need hotel." She looked confused. Kind, but confused. He tried again. "You help me? I need hotel. Map, phone?" Still nothing. And then he remembered something. Back in school, he had learned a sentence. His teacher had made him repeat it many times, even though he never thought he'd use it. So he took a deep breath and said, "Excuse me, my phone is broken. I'm lost. Can you help me, please?" The woman paused. Her eyes lit up. She didn't answer, but she nodded and disappeared into the back room. Adam stood there shivering and wet, unsure if she understood, or if she was just calling the police. But then a young man came out, probably her grandson. Around 17, he smiled. "You are tourist?" the boy asked. Adam nodded. "Yes, I lost my hotel. I don't know where I am." The boy laughed softly. "It's okay. I help you come, sit." And just like that, things changed. The boy brought him tea and a towel. He let Adam charge his phone, gave him Wi-Fi, and even drew a map showing how to get back to town. That night, Adam found a room in a small guest house. He was safe, dry, grateful, and as he lay in bed staring at the ceiling, one thought repeated in his head. English saved me today. It wasn't perfect English. It wasn't academic or advanced. It was simple, but it worked. That sentence, "Can you help me, please?" was all it took to change a scary situation into a safe one. The next day, Adam woke up with a decision. He wasn't going to treat English like a school subject anymore. He was going to treat it like a tool, a lifeline, because now he understood that English wasn't just grammar and vocabulary. It was protection. It was connection. It was power. From that day forward, Adam made English part of his life. He spoke to himself in English when walking. He ordered food in English even if the person didn't understand. He listened to English podcasts on the bus. He wrote a daily journal in English, just 3 sentences every night. He started to enjoy his mistakes. One time, he said, "I'm boring," instead of "I'm bored," and the barista laughed. But instead of feeling embarrassed, Adam laughed too. He realized that speaking badly is better than not speaking at all. Over the next few weeks, he visited 5 more countries: Slovakia, Austria, Germany, the Netherlands, and Belgium. Everywhere he went, he met people from all over the world, travelers, students, locals, and every time, they used one common language, English. In a hostel in Prague, he played guitar with a Brazilian guy and a girl from Thailand. In a cafe in Amsterdam, he had a 2-hour conversation with a Japanese photographer. In a park in Vienna, he helped an old woman find her dog and, using gestures, laughter, and simple English. The old Adam would have avoided all of these conversations. The new Adam, he chased them. He learned that people didn't care about his accent. They didn't care if he used the wrong tense. What mattered was connection, effort, kindness. English became his shield and his passport. And here's the thing. Adam wasn't special. He didn't go to an English-speaking school. He didn't live abroad. He didn't take expensive courses. He just made one simple choice: to speak, even if it was wrong, even if it felt scary, even if his heart was racing, and that made all the difference. So now I ask you, what would happen if you lost your phone tomorrow? In a place where no one speaks your language? Would you freeze? Or would you speak? Would your English protect you? Or paralyze you? Because the truth is, English can be your protection, your passport, your power, but only if you use it. You don't need perfect English. You need brave English. You need to practice. Speak to your phone. Describe your room in English. Order your coffee in English. Make mistakes. And keep going. Because just like Adam, you never know when your English might save you. Here's your challenge. Write 3 sentences in English answering this question. How could English help you in a real-life situation? You can start like this. If I travel, I can use English to ask for directions. If I meet someone new, I can use English to connect. If I feel lost, I can use English to stay safe. Write your sentences in the comments, and I'll read them and give you feedback. Thank you so much for joining me today on Live English. If this story inspired you, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, and share this podcast with someone who wants to improve their English. Until next time, keep learning, keep speaking, and remember, your English doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be brave. Bye for now.